Kia ora again. This is part 2 of my talks from my presentation for Altogether Autism and Parent to Parent. My name is Tanya Patterson. So, a few unhelpful and common lines we hear as autistic people. You don't look autistic, you must only be a little autistic. But you can be social, you're making eye contact, you have empathy. My friend's child was non-verbal, so what's your problem? Why do you have to label everything? They never used to have all of these things. Don't use that as an excuse for bad behaviour. Don't you mean that you're a person with autism? So I just wanted to mention these to give you an idea of the things that are commonplace to be said to autistics and their whānau. These words can feel hurtful and they are unnecessary and gain nothing except division. Unfortunately, these things are often said by people who are close to us or people that we are seeking acceptance and assistance from. They may feel like they are being helpful by minimizing the issues that we may be having. They will say, "Oh, I get nervous before going out too, you'll be fine." Or they simply may not be able to accept something that challenges their own beliefs and understanding. Or maybe they see the experience that you're having as the same as theirs, so they see it as normal because in fact they are autistic as well. I'm sure this has happened to me more than once. So, if you allow someone to express who they are and choose how they want to identify without judgment or correction, you'll open yourself up to some amazing learning and experiences. Preconceived ideas can serve as massive blocks to some truly beautiful things. And who are we to judge, right? If a 2-year-old says, "I'm the new Superman," the adults around him say, "Wow, that's so cool." They might even buy him a costume to wear. And that makes him feel happy because it says, "Hey, you are awesome as you are and we support you as you and whatever you want to be." So let's think in that way with our fellow humans. Allow them to be who they choose to identify as, be it gay, Christian, gender fluid, autistic, or all of the above. Be supportive and kind and you will also benefit. So let's talk a bit about identity. Now, I don't use person with autism. We do not refer to a gay person as a person with homosexuality. So I tend to say I have been formally identified as autistic. I'm not less or defective. So ownership of positive identification can lead to self-awareness and acceptance. We think about the deaf, blind and queer communities, and it can reduce autistic stigma. I feel that person first language, as in person with autism, implies you have this thing, that is somehow outside of your identity, even though it influences every aspect of your life. Yes, of course we're a person first, but surely that must be obvious. Therefore, I choose to use and promote identity first language as a celebration of being autistic, as a way to inspire positive self-identity for those who are heavily stigmatized. We are way more judged and stigmatized than most other groups. In fact, it's easier to come out as gay than it is as autistic. Being gay does not carry the tragedy stigma that autism often does. And from my personal and professional experience, even drug use and addiction are less stigmatized and less misunderstood than autism. Many other disabilities are welcomed, celebrated, and visible. We are often not. In fact, some people believe autism is a thing at all. So I feel it's a sort of duty of mine to do my very best to be proud of who I am and to spread a bit of autistic pride and positivity around. Kia ora.